What is up, guys, and welcome to my top 4 locals 6 samurai deck profile. Want to test it out with the new synchro monster we got, and samurais is just insane as always. And yeah, I've been on a nostalgia thing recently with Cyber Dragon and Agent and a bunch of other fun stuff. And 6 samurai was definitely on my list that I wanted to try. Basically bust out. It's been a good while since I had fun with it, and it doesn't disappoint. 6 samurai is still pretty damn good. We're going to go through the 6 Sams real quick. Of course, Kageki, standard 3-0, best starter in the deck. And of course, we have good old Kizan. This is the god tier extender of the deck, like crazy. We also have 2 of the red, 2 blue, standard. 3 of the Anarchist, and 3 of the Tactical. These guys are just nuts. These guys have been a great addition to 6 Samurais just in general since they came out. Kind of brings the whole core together and kind of brings it to a modern style, which is kind of dope. Crazy one-ofs, 1 Shogun, great Shogun. Card's insane, especially being, let's say, limiting your opponents for just 1 spell trap returns, pretty dope. This with your good old Shien lock, it's classic, still works. 1 Grandmaster. Then we got our secrets, let's see, 1 Kizaru, 1 Hatsume, and of course 1 Fuma to round out like our actual 6 samurai names. Then we're going to go on to the 6 Sam spells. Of course, we have 3 of the Smoke Signal, standard, nothing too crazy with that. 3 of the Dojo, these are like your standard 3-ofs. Then, of course, we have a Gateway of the 6. Shocked this card's not back at 3 or 2 yet, like it's crazy, because honestly, this being at more, we cracked. Of course, we have the 1 United to draw some more. Asceticism, 1 of the Cunning, and 1 of the Double Assault, which are basically extension. So these are kind of like the one-ofs that I ran. A Unit's just also just a good draw, and also a good Bushido counter target thing. 1 Rhoda and 1 Called by the Grave to round out like our standard spell cards. Our hand traps now are really Droll, because I wanted to do like turn ender cards, so especially going second. So Droll is just a good way to stop certain decks completely. Take 2 Dark Ruler and 2 evenly matched. Obviously, these ratios change depending on your matchups, stuff like that, depending on what you're going into. So these are kind of like your 6 flex spots you can do, depending on what your matchups are going in post side. Extra deck, standard stuff. Phoenix for the Blue Eyes matchup to pop the True Light. SP and IP, all that fun shenanigan stuff. And of course, we have the good old Saryuja Skull Dread. And the 1 Exceed is the number Dagaris, being able just to double stuff, draw a card, all that fun stuff. Just a good utility card. Then, of course, we have our 6 Sams themselves. Oh, no, actually, it's a generic Synchros. 1 Omega and 1 Xianshen. Wanted to, I couldn't find my formula Synchron, Synchron, so ran with this instead. Xianshen's is a Floodgate, super annoying for the opponent to deal with, and Omega is just crazy. So, I honestly loved him. 2 of the Battle Shogun, standard stuff. Next, of course, we have the new 1, Kizan, the War 6 Samurai. Honestly, not that bad. Being able to just get a free pop and a quick effect is pretty dope. It also gains attacks, so it basically all 6 monsters, 6 Sam monsters you control get 600 attack during the battle phase only, so it's a good way to help push your game in OTK, so kind of dope that way. Of course, then we just have the standard stuff. 1 Ishin Lord, and of course 2 of the new Xiens, and then of course 2 of the old school Xiens. I love the 2 of still of this guy. This guy and this guy are just nuts. These guys are just help pushing for game and stuff like that. So, but honestly, 6 Sam, insane. Love it still. It can still, I would say it's easily a good rogue contender for the current meta and current format, especially at a local levels, and I would say dare even say a regional level. It can take games as long as you side properly and you know your matchups really well and you know how to out certain choke points, and if you know the deck and how certain matchups, like I said, if you really want to take it this type of format, playtest a lot of it, because certain matchups are pretty sketchy depending on what you got, but overall it's still a good rogue contender. I think it's still pretty good. But yeah, that's it for the profile. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe like always. And I love when 6 Sam just gets random support. So it's dope. But yeah, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.